A new character has appeared in Konosuba Fantastic Days. Komekko joins the battle. So Komekko is the first new character that will join the permanent cast. She now has characters in all rarities in the permanent gacha, including her new 4-star. The event has a welfare Komekko that you can get, and you will get a 1-star Komekko for free. More copies will be available in the arena shop. The demon that you see here is Hoost, and he's basically Komekko's Pokemon who does all her fighting, because just like a little sister, she's always manipulating someone to get what she wants. I'm going to go over Komekko more generally as a character before we delve into the specifics of her cards. For her trials, Komekko gets no agility or physical attack, 60 physical defense, no dexterity, 300 health, no luck, 60 magic attack, and 70 magic defense. Her weapon gives 154 magic attack and 15 magic defense, 10% magic damage, and 7% normal damage. The final numbers might be a little bit different as I'm having to go off of some old data mines, but I believe this is more or less indicative of her weapon. Even if the stats are a little bit higher or lower, the verdict remains the same. This is really bad. Her trials are hot garbage, and her weapon is as bad as Melissa or Dust's. That boost to normal damage is because her first super deals normal damage, and it's complete garbage, and you never want to use it. There is little reason to trial her, though she really does need a stat boost, as her stats are on the low side. But even if you do trial her, you will not be using this weapon, as it's really awful. Komekko's first super takes 120% gauge to charge and deals a large amount of normal damage. It's completely awful, you should never be using it. Her Alt 1.5 also takes 120% gauge to charge, but it does a magical and physical defense debuff. This is a little bit better, but it's still really bad, simply due to how long it takes to charge, and the mixed debuff isn't doing it any favors. Mixed teams just aren't a thing right now, and Komekko is certainly not going to change that even in the slightest, especially since for the most part, she only works with mage teams. Komekko's second super is her only decent super. It is pure fire damage and takes a normal amount of gauge to charge. Unfortunately, you really need to max it out through trials, and it is very expensive. It will use blue stones to upgrade, but is well behind Megumin and Aqua in priority, meaning that Komekko is mostly going to end up benched due to a lack of decent super options for now. 4-star Komekko has a tier 2 magic attack buff on her first skill, which is single target. Her second single target skill has a low HP conditional, which is usually inferior to the high HP conditional skills. This is a very mediocre kit. However, because Komekko has a fire-based ult, she can work on fire mage teams. She's a little bit of an upgrade over Fire Rin or Aru, but probably not Halloween Union. The upgrade, however, is minor and she's here forever, so honestly, I recommend that most players skip her. You'll get her eventually. There will come a point in time, far in the future, where we get Legendary Megumin, who has a buff for all Crimson Demons that will make Komekko much better. But I don't anticipate we'll get her for many months, which gives us plenty of time to get Komekko on the many pulls I'm sure most of us are planning to do for Anniversary or Summer. As far as the welfare options go, the free character we will get from the event is Lightning, and it has an agility debuff with a vanilla single target skill. Due to having some really terabad ults, she's horrible, especially since her fire-based ult will be weak against the water foes that lightning mages want to face. The other one is a 3-star Komekko in the gacha. She's fire, but this one has an affliction kit. She's honestly bad, and even maxing her out with her fire ult, she's really not worth getting. You'll get her at some point in time, so don't pull for her here. That's the video, thanks for watching. Even though Komekko is a bit underwhelming, I am glad that we have the cutest little sister of the Crimson Demon clan in the cast now, and I look forward to getting more, much better Komekko cards in the future.